is everybody? I don't look like I'm in a tunnel anymore, so that's good. I love it. So here we go. What you need this morning is just a drink handy if you would like a drink, because it is a hot day, or going to be a hot day. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I do like a bit of heat, a bit of summer. And that's it. Okay, so no equipment needed today. We're just going to work using our normal body weight. We're going to do some stretching as normal. We're going to tick off all those boxes. We're going to, the dog's just come in. We're going to do stretching. We're going to do strength. We're going to do balance. We're going to do a little bit to raise the heart rate to start off with. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Lift up tall, stand up. Here we go. I would like you to march on the spot. Now, that march is easy. Stop it. That march is easy, as in, I don't want you to go off on a gallop. All right, so I need you to just march easily through those feet, gently through the arms. It's just trying to get a little bit of movement in before we start our mobility. All right, so that is all it is. It is really nothing more complicated than that. But during this time, I'd like to think about how you can stand up tall. I'd like you to think about how you can draw those shoulders back. Think about how you lift the chest, pulling through the abs, lengthen those hip flexors. That's it, squeezing in through those bum cheeks. Good, lovely. And just gently, gently swinging through those arms. Okay, are we ready? Let's start with our mobility. Let's start bottom up. So slow it down, hold something if you need to. We're going to do heel and toe. Are you ready? Steady. Heel and toe, heel and toe. Just two more. Heel and toe. One more. Heel and toe. And stop. Change sides. Are you ready? Steady. And heel and toe. Heel and toe. Supporting knee probably slightly soft. One more time. And then you can stop. Wonderful. Stand up tall again and march again through those feet. Swing through the arms. Nice and gently. This is good, this is good, this is good. You can hold on to something if you like. I want you to just gently start to lift your knees up a bit more. So I want you to go lift the knee, lift the knee. That's it, lift the knee. So just hold on to something if you need to. You can put your hands on your hips if you feel nice and balanced this morning. Just working through the hip flexors, working through those knees. Lovely. Are you ready to march again? Ready, steady, off you go. Marching through. We'll go the other way now. We're going to lift the heels up towards your bottom. Slow it down. You might want to take your feet a little bit wider. Heels up towards your bottom. Heels up towards your bottom. And now go at a speed that suits you. That's good. That's good. That's good. And again, feel free to hold on. So you're just drawing those heels up towards your bottom. Take it easy. Well done. Well done. Let's take another march. Off you go. Now, you might find that these marches getting a little bit bigger, just gradually as you go through it. If it's not getting bigger, it does not matter. All right, the point of this is to warm up and get ourselves ready for the exercises to come. Slow it down. Take your feet wide. Put your hands onto the hips. Circle the hips around. So let's move through those. Get them moving. Get them moving. Very nice. Very nice. Let's move it around in the other direction. Off you go. That's it. Side, back, side, and front. Pulling through those abs. So just try and keep the back as straight as you can. That's it. Circling through those hips. Just giving them a wind there. Terrific. All right, let's stop. Stand up tall. Reach your arms down by your side. Lean to one way. Don't mind which way it is. Come back to the middle. Lean the other way. Come back to the middle. Right. Do it again. Try and relax the shoulders back and down and lean sideways. So not forwards or backwards. All right. So don't get the reach by leaning front or back. Just go directly down. All right. Directly down. So work through that spine. It's a really good one to do. One more time, one more time, one more time. And then you can stop. Take the lock off the knees. So those hips are nice and square. And they are not going to move. I want you to fold your arms, shoulders back and down, twist one way, come back to the middle, twist the other way, come back to the middle. Can you try and do it, not moving your hips? It's really tempting. Try and think about how you're spine, your rib cage is moving only. Right, there will be a little bit of hip movement, of course there will be, but try not to jut those hips forwards. All right, now feel the difference. Do one more. Do one more. That's at each side. All right, now relax your arms and let them swing a bit more freely. And can you feel how that hip just comes forwards a bit? That's it, as you swing. So it's a slightly different movement on the spine. And we want to get both of those. So can we just now go back to that twist where you just move the rib cage? So stop, fold your arms, and just move it. So you know now, because you've practiced both ways. One with the hip moving, one without the hip moving. Yeah, this is good. This is good. And it's just trying to get that spine, that rib cage to keep, or that kind of torso to keep that twist. One more. Good. Let's relax the arms again and do that again, that kind of bigger sweep through. That's it, the bigger sweep through. Yeah, good. And you'll find the hip naturally moves a bit more. And you might find that you start to sway a bit more. That's fine too. That's fine too. All right, relax. Let's do our shoulders. Ready? And we're to squeeze them up, release them down. Squeeze them up, release them down. Two more. Squeeze them up, release them down. One more. Squeeze them up, release them down. Give them a roll. Take them forwards up, back and down. Again, forwards up, back and down. Two more. Forwards up, back and down. One more. Forwards up, back and down. Stop. Bring your feet in. And march again, off you go. How are those arms feeling? How are the legs feeling? How's your torso feeling? How's your mind and body feeling? Come on, let's go. We're doing 30 minutes, all right? We're not heading off on a gallop. So this is all about strength and balance, all right? It's not really about the aerobic response. You will start to breathe deeply. You will start to feel warmer. Okay, but this is really, I want you to really think about strength and balance this morning. Okay, all right. So let's start with these legs. We're going to start with squats. We're going to do small half squats to start with. Feet hip width apart. Stand up tall. You can hold something. Put your hands on your hips if you want. Always do a half squat and stand back up. So it's a half squat and stand back up. Ready? Half squat, stand back up. Two more. There. And one more. There. Great. Stop. Little march through those feet. Good. All right, we're going to do it again. We're going to do full squats, okay? All right. Are you ready, steady? Holding on to something if you need to. You can put the hands on the hips if you need to. You can pop them out in front, whatever suits your balance this morning. Ready? We're going down, further, and we're standing up. We're going down further, and we're standing up. Now, all the way up. I'll turn to the side again. Ready? So down. So it's much further down if your knees will handle it. All right, because this can be really hard on those knees. But it is good for us to be able to lift powerfully our body weight up. All right, so it's down, it's body weight up. Now, don't worry how far down you're going. I want you to really think about how much you stand up tall. Are you ready? Down, lift up, down, lift up. Right, twice more. Are you ready? Steady. Down, lift up. One more time. Down, lift up, and have a breather again. So this breather is actually marching through your feet. So it sounds slightly counterintuitive, not to be still. All right, but what I'd like you to do is move your body, move your legs, move your arms, and actually that kind of changes the good as a rest thing works here. All right, so you just work through the legs and just move through those arms. We're going to move into side leg raises. So slow it down, hold something if you need to, stand up tall, side leg raise. Ready, steady. Out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. Now I just want you to do two more. And one more. Great. Do a little march again here. And just ease off that lactic acid that built up there in your hips. Let's do the other side. Hold on to something. Are you ready? Steady. We go. Out and in. Keep the hips facing forwards. Out and in. Lovely. Again, 4 more. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And march again. Now we're going to do that again. We're going to do a side leg raise and we're going to add in a calf raise, okay? So we're going to do 8. Ready, steady. We go. Side leg raise, calf raise. Side leg raise, calf raise. Again, to the side. Lift the heels. To the side. Lift the heels. Well done. To the side. Lift the heels. You've got 3 more. Ready? This is 6. And lift. 7. And lift. And one more time. It's 8. Calf raise. And give yourself a march again. Off you go. You can be as big or as small with this march as you want to. All right. So I know I'm doing it fairly vigorously, but it's up to you. See how you feel in your heart and lungs this morning. See how you feel in your heat. See how you feel in the balance. You can be still if you want to. All right, here we go on the other side. So you can hold on to something again, supporting me slightly bent, but try not to sort of drop the hip down, okay? So you're lifting up tall, feet hip width apart. Are you ready? Side raise and calf raise. Again, calf raise, heel raise. Again, side leg raise, heel raise. Again, it's out and lift. And what's quite good at us doing the calf raise here, it kind of gets you back to that nice straight position. Are you ready? Out, stop, lift. Out, stop, lift. 2 more. It's out. Stand up, lift the heels. 1 more. Out. Stand up, lift the heels. Great. March again. All right, we're going to change this march to a heel dig in front. Ready, steady. Here we go. Heel dig, heel dig, heel dig. Good. Lift those toes, lift those toes. Lift the toes and lift the toes. Very nice. Very nice. This is good. This is good. This is good. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little march here. We're going to go into forward lunges. Oh, I know, but they are really good for our thighs. They don't feel great on our knees, but they are good for our thighs. And I want you to do a range of movement that suits you, all right? Hold something. Step forwards. Come back. Take it easy. Step forwards. Come back. Let me turn to the side so you can see if you can get that heel up at the back. Now I'm doing small ones. You do small ones. See how you feel in the knees. Just get used to that feeling of stepping forwards, coming back. Stepping forwards, coming back. You can go at a slower speed if you want to. Can you see how my knees are bending? This is good. This is good. All right. 1 more time each side like that. And what I would like us to do is go a bit bigger and a bit slower. All right, so each side. You ready, steady, we go. Bend a bit more. Come back tall. Bend a bit more. Come back tall. That is hard. I know it's really hard. Don't worry about it. Just do what you can. This is brilliant exercise for our strength. It's really brilliant exercise for our balance. All right, so it is hard. If it feels hard, that is because it is hard. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't do it. There. Good. And if you feel all right with this movement, you can push off the floor a bit more. Take it easy. You might want to hold on if you're starting to push off. Do you see that difference there? You're sort of pushing off. All right. 1 more time each side. There. And the other side. All right. I want you to give the legs a wiggle. All right, so give them a wiggle. Give them a wiggle. Give them a wiggle. No one's watching. All right. I want us to do that again. We're going to repeat on one side for 6. All right. Hold on. Take one leg in front. Nice and wide step, but stand up. Heel lifted. 6 bends. Ready, steady, and 6. 5. Do what you can. Do a range of movement that you can. Try and stand tall. 3. It is hard. It's really tempting to lean forwards. Try not to. Try and keep up straight. Last one, last one, last one. Stop. Bring the foot back. Change sides. Step forwards. Heel lifts. Good. You ready? 6. We go. Down and up. Down and up. Again. 4. Do what you can. 3. Try and keep that knee going over the line of the ankle. 2 more. There. 1 more. Great. And then I want you to pull that foot back. Oh, and give it another wiggle out. That is brilliant. I think we've done quite a lot for our legs there. Okay, because we've done bum, thighs, outer thighs, calves. Let's do our arms. You're going to find a space on the wall or find a space on a door, anything you like. We're going to do wall press-ups. We're going to do 6, and then we're going to see if we can do them on the floor, okay? So, find your space. Got time? We've got time. Hands nice and wide. Oh, all right, so hands nice and wide, and try and get them so that your hands are in line with your shoulders. So they're not up here. It's not the end of the world if they're not in line, but it's just a little bit better on the chest if you can keep them in line. Now, this can be tricky on our wrists. Hands up towards the ceiling. Ready, steady, we go. Chest towards the wall, push back. Chest towards the wall, push back. So we're doing 6. So this is 3 and push. 4 and push. Well done. And 5 and push. 6 and stop. Okay? All right? Give those a wiggle out. Now you can do the same again, another 6, or you can down onto the floor, onto hands and knees, and do 6 press-ups on the floor. I'm going to go onto the floor. I'm going to take my time as I go down. I'm going to lead with a strong leg. I'm going to ease down using those lunges that we've just done. That's what they're really good for. Coming down, easing off, and then coming down onto all fours. Now stay on all fours unless you are brilliant at press-ups and you want to come onto more body weight onto that chest, all right? But I'm going to do mine here. I'm going to take a nice wide stance with my hands. Same thing as you did on the wall. We're going to do 6. We're going to take chest down towards the floor. Are you ready? Steady. We go. Down and lift. Everyone together. Down and lift. Well done. We go. Down and lift. You've got 3 more. You ready? 3. 2. 1 more. Good. All right. Let's come back up if you've been on the floor. So take your time. Take your time. And if you've been on the wall, come back to where you were before. All right. Take your time. Take your time, especially on this bit, because we're actually going to stay standing. So allow that blood to come back up to the head. It makes it come back up if you can march through your feet a bit. All right. So let that blood come back up through to your head and then back round again through the body. Is that okay? All right. Okay. Very, very good. All right. Relax. Take your feet so they're wide. Another one for your wrists, okay? I want you to take your hands together and I want you to press them in. All right, like so. Now, I want you to take your fingers towards your chest. Then I want you to drop your fingers down towards the floor. Let's do that again. To the chest, here, to the floor. To the chest, to the floor. One more, to the chest, to the floor. Stop, but keep them here. Pop them over one way, pop them over the other way. So a bit of kind of strength and flexibility really here. There, and I know that's hard, especially as you've just done wall press-ups. Right, so those wrists have really got a bit of a, a bit of a battering, haven't they? Okay, so one more, lovely. Stop, and let's just circle them around, because we didn't do that in the warm-up. So just circle them around now. That's good. And then circle them around the other way. We're going to do a few balance exercises now. On the spot, so static balance. Number one, we're going to do 3. Yes, we've got time to do 3. Number 1 is standing on one leg. So we will all be at different stages with our balance. We might be holding on. We might be holding on with a little finger, one finger. You might be not holding on at all. If you are at this stage where you're not holding on at all and you're going, yep, I can stand for 10 seconds without holding on, I'd like you to try and turn your head from side to side, okay? Are you ready? Start holding on, and then you can always let go, all right? So, put your weight on one leg. Be tall. Pull that heel up towards your bottom. Stand up as tall as you can. Now be balanced on that strong leg. Do what suits you now for your extra challenge. This is good. This is good. Stay here for another count of 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and put the foot down. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Now, if your head sort of turning was hideous, but you still want the extra challenge, we're going to stand on one leg and we're going to count down from 10 to 0 in even numbers. Okay. So we end up sort of staying for a count of about 5 seconds. All right. So here we go. Weight on that other leg. Hold on if you need to start with. Foot off the floor. Stand up tall. Be strong. Look forwards. Are you ready? We go 10, 8. Do it yourself. 'Put your foot down. Okay? Great. All right. Second exercise, tandem stance. All right. So again, take hold of a support because you can always let it go. All right. But if you've got it to hold on to, then you just got a little bit of support, especially as we're on our own at home, just doing this balance exercises. All right. So foot goes in front of the other foot. So you're on a tightrope. Now, usually we start on the, with the weight backwards. So I want you to think about how the weight goes evenly through both your feet. Stand up tall. So again, if you want this extra balance challenge, all right, you can maybe hold on first before you do it because I want you to shut your eyes. So have a go. Oh my goodness, that is hideous. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Have you had a go? Are you okay? Oh, crikey. Sorry, that wasn't very encouraging, was it? So, yeah, have a go, shutting your eyes. Goodness me, how much do we use our eyes when we balance? You okay? Feet wide. Try the other side. Try the other side. All right, so we're doing heel in front of the toe. All right. Nice and tall. Get the weight evenly through both feet. This time, let's not close our eyes. We'll do a different challenge. All right. If you can, I want you to turn your head from side to side again. So it's side to side. Feel free to take your hand away if you want to. Again, this is really tricky on those feet because you're thinking about something else. All right. And that's the bit that challenges your balance again, is when you think about something else. Your brain's got to do 2 things. Okay, you can stop there. Unravel those feet. Excellent, excellent. Are you okay? Was that all right with the eyes shut? All right. Let's do our final balance challenge, which is going to be coming back onto those heels and shuffling on the spot. All right, so a little bit of strength as well, really. Hold on to something, lift the toes up, and then I want you to move off the spot on your heels. move. Keep those toes lifted and see what you can do. I mean, you may find that you can head off a little bit. Go forwards and slightly backwards. You can go into a slightly, and they're working hard now, aren't they? Try not to push your bottom back. Try and stand tall. Couple more to go. You can stop. Put your feet down. Excellent. Give them a wiggle out. That is brilliant. All right, we are now going to stretch. All right, so we're going to do a nice long stretch. Get everything nice and flexible. Okay, so let's start with our upper bodies. So I want you to take the feet wide. I want you to take your arms out gently. So gently, gently. See how your shoulders feel. See how they feel. See how they feel. Come back down. All right, it may be that you want to just take them in front of you. So I just want those shoulders a little bit warmer before we stretch them a bit more. All right, one more time. That's it. That's good. You might find that you've got that movement a little bit bigger. All right, let's start with a tricep stretch. So put one hand onto one shoulder. Lift up tall, chin level with the floor. Now, I want you to let that hand creep on down in between your shoulder blades. Try not to compromise the neck. So I want you to lift your chin up. There. All right, but it's also about the shoulder girdle, pulling that down and back. Now, I'm pushing from the front. If you want to, you can pull back like that, but don't let it kind of make you go forwards, all right? So lift up. Think about shoulder girdle lifting. That's it. Hand driving down in between those shoulder blades. All right, it's really, really good for our triceps. Stretch them out. Stretch them out. It's tricky. They do get very, very tight. And then you can relax really tight. And it's not just the triceps, it's all about around here as well, isn't it? So let's do the other side. Here. Up you come. Let the hand creep down in between your shoulder blades. Chin level with the floor. And you might find that each side is different slightly. So again, look, I'm pushing here. Just because I feel like it helps to keep my chin up. But if you want to, you can do that. You've got to have relatively good flexibility as well in this other shoulder, you know, to pull it back. So look, do what works for you. All right, do what works for you. Do what works for your posture. Do what works for your any sort of pain or injuries around here in the shoulders, because they do get injured. They're quite vulnerable, aren't they? Relax. Give those shoulders a roll. Now, another really good one is to stretch off the chest. So I want you to put your hands on your bottom. I'd like you to lift the chest up and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now, as you do that, pull in through those abs so you are not arching the spine. All right, so you're pulling in. Squeeze back, squeeze back, squeeze back. How are you doing? All okay? Wonderful, wonderful. Very, very good. And rest. Take one arm up in front of you. Take it across the chest. Give that shoulder a stretch. Great. Relax. Change sides. Up and across. Pull. Lovely. Lovely. All right. This is good. Relax. We're going to stretch off the waist. So take your feet wide. One hand on the hip if you can. Reach the arm up. Now see if you can keep it in line with that ear. Right now, I want you to go up. Then I want you to go over. It's a really strong stretch, this one. So breathe into it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice long arm if you can. Just do what you can with that shoulder, that waist, that elbow. There's a lot going on in this stretch. All right, and come on back. It's a simple stretch, but it doesn't feel that simple when your body's doing it. So you're up here. All right, so close to your ear is one challenge. Then it goes up and let it, you know, just take it easy on your shoulder. You know, breathe into it. Breathe into it. And if that is too much, you know, just go here. Do what allows you to hold on to it. All right, because the holding of the muscle is what's really beneficial. All right, it's not going to stretch otherwise, really. The muscle isn't going to get used to being in that long position unless you hold it there for a few seconds till you go, oh. All right, let's start off with hamstrings. So pull your feet in. Take one leg in front of you, not very far, look. So I'm not going very far in front. I'm going to bend my other leg like I'm sitting down into a squat position, and give yourself a hamstring stretch. Now, you can have the foot up towards the ceiling. You can be like this, whatever suits you. I find toe up quite painful behind my knee. All right, if I've got my toe down, personally, I find that I can get a bit of stretch in my hamstring, but you do what suits you. All right, some people like that toe up. All right, up you come. Change sides. So foot in front and you sit back. So you bend that supporting leg, you push your bottom up towards the ceiling, you let that hamstring stretch out. You can hold on if you want to. Remember, this one works well in the chair. So you've got a chair hand and you want to sit on it, do. All right, so remember, you are trying to stretch the muscle in the back of that thigh. But it's quite hard on this leg as well, isn't it? That's kind of got the weight of your body on it there. Oh, quite tricky, that hamstring stretch standing up. Hip flexor. Take the foot behind you this time, not very far. Lift up the heel if you can. Soften off the knees, push the hips forwards. All right, so tuck your hips underneath, tilt them forward, stretch through the front of that hip flexor. Open up the front of the body. Come on in and change sides. It's there. Tilt underneath, push those hips forwards. Very, very good. One more to go. It's our calf. So bring that leg back in. Change sides, foot down. So a nice big long stride for this one. Push that heel down into the floor, giving yourself that lovely calf stretch, knee over the line of the ankle there. Very good, very good. You come on in and then you change sides. Ready? Toe, heel, bend. Give yourself a really good calf stretch. We have done it. I hope that was all right for us all this morning. Very well done. Have a very good week. And I will see you again next Monday. Give yourself a wiggle off here. Give yourself a wiggle off here. Give ourselves a nice, very well-earned round of applause. Grab yourself a drink. So get yourself a water. Get yourself an 11s, because it's almost time. All right. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week.